Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Today I'm installing some vinyl floors, so let's go ahead and get started. So to begin, I came in from another room, so we had already previously installed the floors in all the downstairs, but this is the last room we installed. So my sister was measuring this piece. When installing your floors, you don't have to cut the first row in half. We just did this because we're already coming in from another room. So to cut this piece, I actually kind of did it difficult. I used my miter saw to cut the ends, and then I went in with a knife and just scored the middle of it. So my miter saw couldn't go down the length of the board. It can only do so much. So that's why I used the knife to score it, and then I'm gonna break it. So I also turned it on to the back so I can cut through the padding also, because I didn't want to rip the padding on the part that I was keeping. So now I'm just bending the board to break it. Now you can see that I snapped that piece, but that's not what I'm keeping, so it didn't matter anyway. But for the most part, this board was pretty nice. It wasn't too bad. The floors that I'm using has a lock system, so once I clip the floors into each other, they basically lock into place. After you lock the floors in, there's still going to be a gap in between each piece. So that's why I'm using my tapping block to go in further to knock it in. So if you can see the little gray areas in between, I don't want to see that. So that's why I'm using the tapping block to lock it in further. And I picked up my tapping block from Lowe's. It was about $10, y'all. That is the best investment when you're installing these floors. All that other stuff that says it helps you knock it in, it don't work like this tapping block, okay? To cut around door trim, I am using my Dremel tool. So first you want to lay a piece of board that you're using next to your door trim, and then use your Dremel and just saw it until it is loose and that you can pull it out. So once you pull it out, you should be able to slide that piece of floor right under your door trim. When installing these floors, you don't want the board next to it to be the same length. So that's why you want to create some variations. My first board that I installed was a full length board, which was 4 feet. The second row I used a 3 feet board, which I cut. Third row I used a 2 feet board, and fourth row I used a 1 foot board. And then the fifth row you can go back to a full length, and then you just repeat this pattern over. So I used 2 methods to cut my floors in this installation. The first one was a miter saw. I just marked it with a pencil where I need to cut and cut it. Pretty simple. The second one, if you don't have a miter saw, is a utility knife. That's all you need. I used my utility knife and marked and just scored it really deep for where I needed my cut to be, and then I broke up the piece that I'm not using. I would just pull it up and it would break apart, and it would be a seamless cut, like you cut it with a saw. So I'm just going to throw this little tip in here. When I'm using my tapping block, you can see that I'm tilting the floors up a little bit. I found that the floors locked better when doing this. If you try to lock it when it's flat on the ground, it just wouldn't move in. So I tilted a little bit and just hit it with my rubber mallet. So now I'm here at the vent. I just laid my piece of flooring on top of it that I was going to use for that piece, and I used a pencil to mark the length of the boards, you can see, so I didn't have to do any measurements there. And then I just took a measuring tape to mark it how long it was, and I marked it on my flooring, as you can see. So on the long pieces, like when I'm cutting into the board, I just use my miter saw. But to break that last piece, I used my knife method and broke it up, and it worked perfectly. When coming to the end of a row, you're obviously going to have to make some cuts. So I flip my board the opposite direction of how I'm going to install it, and I mark how much I need to take off. So I just line it up with the piece in the row, and that's easy. You don't have to make any measurements. This is the easiest method, but just make sure that it's facing the right direction. And lastly, we're on our last row, and I did the exact same methods to cutting it that I did in the first row, because I had to cut it a little bit skinnier than the width of the board. But yeah, this is just how we got it in. So the next few videos will be related to this installation, how to prep your floors and installing quarter round. So make sure you subscribe to my channel so you can see those. But yes guys, that's all. Thanks so much for watching. Please subscribe, and if you have any questions, leave them down in the comment section below. See you all next time. Bye.